Hey kitties, it's me, Bree. Originally, I wanted to do a live action video from the hospital, giving you minute by minute, real life footage of what a gastric sleeve operation is really like. And they don't let you do that. My next idea was to do a video from the hospital room. A video of my recovery, the glory, the phoenix rising from the ashes. But honestly, I didn't want to. No. After surgery, you are flattened. You are done. You are out of it. Forget about making any videos, doing any of the crossword puzzles you brought to entertain yourself. No word searches. No making the Forky from Toy Story. The kit you got from Five Below. None of that's happening. You're just going to sleep. Probably for as long as you are in the hospital. But if I had done a video from the hospital, this is probably what it would have looked like. Now, I don't really know that you're supposed to take these, but they usually ask for them back, and this time they didn't. They wheeled me out to the car, still wearing my hospital gowns. I guess it's coronavirus, but either way, these are mine now. Surgery probably went okay. The doctor called my mom. My mother had him call her the moment he finished with surgery to let her know that I was okay. So I assume it went well. After surgery, the first thing I remember is they wouldn't give me water. All I wanted was water, and they wouldn't give me freaking water. I couldn't have water. They would only give me ice chips, and that was only after I started breathing correctly. It was awful. They wouldn't give me water. It was the worst thing about all of this. And then someone wheeled me up to my room, and she told me to get up and walk. But not get up and walk to the bed. No. Get up and walk to the chair, where I was supposed to sit up in the chair, upright, like this, shoulders straight, stomach flat, and I was supposed to do that for 2 hours. They didn't even give me anything to do. They just told me to do this for 2 hours. Just sit up straight in the chair. And I tried. Maybe this is possible on some planets. But the problem with this planet is that in most hospital rooms, the chair is right next to the bed. The beautiful, glorious bed. Oh, it just looks like bliss. It's got the pillows and the blankets and the remote. I kept dozing off for a few minutes, and then I'd wake up and I'd see the bed right there staring me in the face. I think I made it about 20 minutes, give or take. But the good thing is, after that, that's when the pain medication started. Every hour, it had to be every half an hour. Every half an hour or so, a nurse would come in and she would say, "What's your name?" And being as doped up as I was, I didn't really remember. But her name was always Kelly Taylor or Kelly Kapowski or something. And she always had a surprise for me. Oh, yes. She had hydrocodone and tramadol and gabapentin. And she just kept pouring these down my throat. It was glorious. And they'd ask me what my pain level was on a scale of 1 to 10. And I would lie and say 7. But the truth was I couldn't feel my toes, so I didn't know what the heck my pain level was at. I just wanted to sleep until I got to go home. I did try and watch Jeopardy. I'm still mourning the death of Alex Trebek. I spent more time with him growing up than I did with my own father. But I couldn't even pay attention to one of the final appearances of Alex Trebek ever. I couldn't watch Jeopardy. Kept falling asleep. And this went on, and the pain medication went on until the next morning when I woke up, still drugged up, mind you, to see a priest standing before me at my bedside, black suit, white collar and all, a holy vessel, standing by my bedside in a hospital room. And I don't know what religion you are, but if you're Catholic, that can only mean one thing. This priest is here to give you last rites. And I started to panic. But no, St. Vincent's is a Catholic hospital, so if you check Catholic on the form, you're getting a priest in the morning. Then my doctor came in with my breakfast. Well, I called it my breakfast. It was broth and Jell-O and Crystal Light. Even a popsicle. And I could get used to that. But the thing was, he wanted me to get really, really used to it. He must have made a mistake. But he told me that I was to eat like that for the next 3 months. Broth and Jell-O for 3 months. That's how you die. That is how you end up strapped to a board in a padded room at Baptist South, hooked up to a feeding tube with orderlies trying to ram oatmeal down your throat. He must have made a mistake. And I did research this guy. I cyberstalked the crap out of him. I made sure he was a good doctor before I let him anywhere near me with a knife. And the reason I did that is because some years ago I had my gallbladder out. And after it was out, life went on, a few weeks went by. And I decided, you know what, I'm going to Google my doctor. My gallbladder was gone at that point. I never had to see this guy again, but I typed his name into Google, and the first thing that popped up was a mugshot. He was arrested for snooping around the sea colony. Dr. Pervert was peeping in windows at naked 23-year-olds in the sea colony, a unique seaside village of $500,000 homes. And he's in there peeping. Fired from Flagler and everything. So it's nice to know I was naked and unconscious with that guy. But this guy seemed good. I should normally believe everything he said, and I believed it for about 3 days, including Christmas. On Christmas, I sat down with my family at a table laid out with all the fixins. Fixins I paid for, ironically. Prime rib, squash casserole, stuffing, no Jell-O, mac and cheese. They had the mac and cheese. And before me, a plate of red and green Jell-O. It's devastating. And after that, I had to start blending my food, ensure stuff like that. Maybe when it's your turn, you will be able to do broth and Jell-O for 3 months, but as a human being, a member of the human race, who needs calories to get through day-to-day life, I'm not doing that. Thank you for listening. Have a great day. Happy holidays.